welcome everyone. I hope you guys see my slide. This is already the fifth e-commerce growth meetup, and this time we're doing it about affiliate marketing programs. Master the game, that's the topic. And the first session that you guys will see today will be just some basics about what is an own affiliate program and how much it can bring to your business, and also some tracking things, obviously. So before we go there, let us do the usual introduction so you guys know who is really delivering this amazing series of events to you. Because we're doing it every 2 months, and we're doing it for the e-commerce community to share insightful knowledge, practical knowledge, and everything that can help you grow your e-commerce businesses. And my name is Ewa Wysocka. I'm the CEO of Tribe 47 and also founder of some small subscription-based business called PortalYogi.
And I'm Arek. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Sublime analytics platform.
So something about us. So Tribe 47 is the company that executes growth and launch for different e-commerce businesses.
Yeah, and Sublime analytics platform identifies growth opportunity for D2C and e-commerce brands in Poland and Europe, also for some Tribe 47 clients. And we do it in the area of data, acquisition, retention, and data activation.
Yeah, we very often collaborate on projects, and we love to work with e-commerce businesses at all stages. But I think the early stage and the growth stage are our favorite, because that's where the biggest challenges usually happen. Okay, and I want to just shoot out to our partners.
Angel Growth is a growth newsletter and a community of growth professionals in Poland.
And Founders is the community of business owners, mostly in Poland, where very often, we deliver some newsletter know-how. We also speak at some of their conferences, and they also support us. So thank you for that. Let's roll into the action. So first, quick insight about what you guys can experience today by staying for the next 2 hours with us. And it's online event, so you can sip your coffee and, you can just chill and also listen up. So, just to be there with us, don't plug out, because the first session going to be some basics about what is the own affiliate program. It's going to be by me and Arek. We'll make it in 25 minutes, hopefully. Then we've got some amazing guests from the Helps Lab Care, which is a really big dietary supplement producer and reseller, working mostly through e-commerce channel. And we're going to have here Oleg Kopet, who will talk about the power of digital word of mouth and how to build a perfect influencer network using this revenue share model. So using the affiliate model versus paying them upfront. So I think I'm waiting for this session myself, because, I still want to learn more about own affiliate programs. I feel they're awesome. I'll tell about it quickly soon. And then we've got our obvious program element, which is the panel discussion. I'm going to lead it. I have 3 amazing guests. Veena Sidhu, who I collaborated with at Mindvalley, where she ran affiliate programs. Now she's advising to many clients on how to integrate them into their online businesses. We've got Nikodem Wiechert, who works in Surfshark, another great example of company that uses affiliate marketing to spread knowledge about their product. And finally, Oleg, who had a session before, will also join us on this panel discussion. I've got some good questions, so let's see what more insights we can get from these guys. So let's, here you can see all of them. well, let's not stop too long on it because we already are 6 minutes into the event, and let's go into our session right now. So I'm going to take the online stage first, and here are the questions that I will try to answer in this short session. So first one, really, what is affiliate marketing? Because there are some misconceptions about that. And then why companies decide to build their own affiliate program. You will see the difference between this and actually working through a different way in affiliate marketing. And what are the elements of affiliate programs you should know about? And finally, we're going to have Arek, who's going to take you into some depths of analytics and how can you actually measure if affiliate program works. So question number one, what is affiliate program and what it means in e-commerce? So affiliate marketing is a monetization model where affiliates earn commission by promoting companies' products or service. Super simple stuff. And it's a really post-sale method, paid post-sale. So that's really cool because that's a great alternative to other channels like Google or Meta, where you actually have to pay pre-sale, like for click or impressions. So that's why I think affiliate marketing is awesome, because you usually, ideally, pay post-sale. Not always, but that's the ideal way and what we're striving for. And then affiliates use unique tracking links or codes to direct customers to the merchant's website. And then when the sales occur, they get the affiliate commission. So there are really two ways to do it. And that's why there are misconceptions about what this affiliate marketing really is. So you can do affiliate marketing via working through affiliate network provider, or you can have your own self-hosted affiliate program. And affiliate networks are different organizations, very famous ClickBank in US, like we've got Attraction, Kwanko, Admitted, Leadmaster in Poland, many more. So how does it work? If you have your own affiliate program, you actually have this e-commerce business working directly with all the affiliate partners, being influencers, bloggers, experts, maybe other e-commerce businesses, and then they sell your products directly to the end customers. If you're working with an affiliate network provider, you only deal with the affiliate network, and then they are actually your connector to the affiliate partners, which obviously makes it more about your relationship with the affiliate network. You very often don't know who exactly promotes you, and that creates a chain of other things that can happen in that particular relationship. So why do companies actually decide to build own affiliate marketing programs? So let's start with why affiliate programs at all. So, in the most grown up e-commerce market, which is US and Canada, there's already about 16% of e-commerce sales that come from affiliate programs, which is actually a lot. I don't know how to compare it, but when you're starting an e-commerce business, usually you're depending on a paid channel. So you can have like even 80%, 90% of your revenue coming from paid ads, Google and Meta, where you're mostly paying for clicks, impressions, your cost per customer acquisition is very high. If you start integrating affiliate marketing early on in that journey, you're actually creating this channel where you have a very high control over your cost per customer acquisition, because this cost going to be the commission that you're going to pay to the affiliate who helped you make the sale. So I think US is obviously like doing it the most. And, when at my times at Mindvalley, it was obvious for me, like you needed to have an affiliate program as a part of your game. When I came to Poland later and I was working with businesses here, that was really like not very popular, but it is becoming popular now. And, there are reasons why. Now, here's some data from Sublime that Arek should hear. So in Poland, affiliate marketing is responsible for 4 to 40%. So really, there are companies that really don't leverage it very much, but there are companies who really depend on it a lot. But what's really interesting is that, this return on ad spend, I mean, here, ad spend is really the affiliate fee, is much better on all the affiliate marketing efforts. It's because you have the control, like you usually pay post-sale, so you pay the commission. that is just a fraction of the revenue that was generated with that sale. On Google and Meta, we all know very often we pay even more than the product costs, and that's a reality for a lot of businesses that start. So that's why this affiliate marketing is so awesome, and that's why we really want to encourage you guys to try with it. So key reasons behind having self-hosted affiliate program versus working with the affiliate network. Well, I'm not saying don't work with affiliate network, like you still can do it, and that's relatively easy because you just sign up with some affiliate network provider like this Attraction or other, like, I mean, there's plenty in every market. There are specific ones for the particular market. There are also some global chains. You can do it. It's just that very often you will say later, it didn't work for me, or maybe I seen my ads in a weird way somewhere. Now, self-hosted affiliate program requires some work, but it has a lot of benefits, and we're encouraging you today to actually consider it. So the first benefit is the customization and flexibility, because when it's your affiliate program, you're setting the rules. And actually, in many cases, better results, especially if your product is more sophisticated or more new in the market. You know, if you are working through affiliate network, on this affiliate network, your product competes with plenty of other products and offers. Some of them might not be very, for example, ethical, that happens, but they might be very lucrative for the affiliates. So when you have a control over who actually invited the affiliate program, you have a better chance to stimulate those partners to actually generate the results and to also make them the actual ambassadors of your product, not just the resellers. And long-term, obviously, it's cheaper because you don't have to pay the fees associated with affiliate networks, but the short-term, it is more expensive because you have to set up all the processes. Well, but if you're building the business long-term, you should actually consider it. And finally, brand consistency, because, you know, if you have the control over who promotes you, how they promote you, you can actually take the brand into your into control. And finally, my last part is about the elements of affiliate programs that you should know about. And their key elements. First one is the affiliate software, which is super useful because it helps you to manage the affiliates, provide the materials, track the results. There's many systems. You could have the whole session about it. I will ask about it in the panel. Post Affiliate Pro is like a very simple, common program. We're using it, for example, in PortalYogi right now. There is App Promote, which is a plugin for Shopify. A lot of businesses are Shopify used. Then the other thing, commission structure, that's something you will have to figure out if you want to have your own affiliate program. Terms and conditions, like paperwork, like processes, affiliate onboarding, like you have to have that in place. Affiliate recruitment and relationship management, you're probably going to need a team or at least like one person that's going to be responsible for it. And finally, marketing materials. But marketing materials, even if you work with an affiliate network, you're going to need them, but you need high quality materials that you will feed to your affiliates so they can promote your product. And here's some last comments about the typical commission structures. I know a lot of you guys might ask about it. So usually they're percentage based, and that's the most common. 5 to 15, it's the common percentage for physical products. 20 to 30 can be common for digital products. When I worked with Mindvalley, we sometimes even gave more aggressive ones. 30 to 50, very competitive, sometimes for software or some high tickets items, but there could also be fixed amount commissions. There could be commissions based on performance. There are these ways where, you know, if someone made more sales, you can give them higher commission. If they made less sales, lower commission. Audek will give you some reasons why that might make sense. Recurring commission, for example, is subscription-based products. Hybrid, where you combine fixed with percentage, and even you can offer some bonuses. And I think we're going to talk about it during the panel. And finally, there are some key factors that make commission rates competitive, and that's the cookie duration. So how long, you know, especially if you use the dedicated links, the commission can be paid to affiliates. Payment threshold. So for example, if the affiliate made with you just 100 USD, do you still pay it out, or you wait until they collect more? payment frequency? Do you pay them monthly, weekly? If you want to work with a lot of small affiliates, you probably want to keep lower thresholds and more frequent payment terms. And finally, like what kind of support you give them. I will dig into it more in the panel. And now let's give stage to Arek. So Arek, tracking.
Thank you. Yeah, tracking and analysis. So that's my favorite part. So in terms of like how to track the affiliate sales, like Ewa already like told you, we have like two methods. The most popular one is just giving a unique like coupon code to affiliates. So each time we have the code being used with the transaction, we know that that came from a specific influencer or affiliate. Next, can I have like, oh, thank you. And then we have like UTMs and so the specific tags that are attached to each link, that each click that goes from influencer affiliate to our site. And we can have our own tagging, or we can have like links from affiliate software. And in terms of like analysis and analytics, you have some like information in the affiliate software that tells you about the performance of the affiliate program that you're running, or but it's quite crucial to treat the affiliate as a touch point on the conversion path, because in this way you can have the more information about the overlaps with other channels, or you can assess the performance of the affiliate program against like other things that other paid media that you're running. So usually when you have the with the conversion, and you can like track the conversion back to the influencer, for example, we create an our methodology is to create an artificial touch point on the conversion path that we put at the end, just before the transaction. And in this way, we can analyze the whole path, having like paid media, but also like influencers. So in order to assess the performance of the affiliate marketing, we do it the same way as we do for other marketing channels. So, for example, in our solution, we have the table that gives you information about the performance of influencers against like other things that you're running. And the good thing is that like the conversion is only attributed to one channel and only one channel, and it doesn't happen when you, for example, look at the marketing panels on one hand, like for Meta or Google Ads, and you check like the performance also in affiliate software, because the conversion amount that you have there, when you sum them up, they will like they will sum up more to 100% of what you see in your e-commerce software.
I don't know where you took this example from, but actually affiliate channel looks pretty promising in this particular scenario. Of course, it's not based on ads, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it is. So for affiliates, you can like calculate the same metrics that you calculate for other channels. So you have like the ad spend, the ROAS, revenue, orders, cost per order, acquired customers, stuff like that.
Okay, I'm going further with it.
Yep. Next slide, please. So one, you you assess the performance of the whole channel. You can like go deeper, and you can like check every like influencer that is working for you, and also like calculate all the relevant metrics for them, and to see who is like giving you the highest returns. Okay. So when we are working with our clients, we are running some custom analysis for them. We're also like answering some specific questions about the performance of affiliate programs. And we've collected like the 6 most common the questions that we are asked to answer. And also like this is like the checklist when you are like thinking about performance of the affiliate programs. So the first one is, how many valid orders does affiliate bring? So usually the number of orders that you see, for example, in affiliate panel, is those are orders that have been placed but are not paid, for example. So it's crucial for you to like analyze and only pay for orders that has been paid. and also for the order that has been returned, because specifically when you're running a business that gives like an opportunity for free returns, like clothes, there's a good chance that you will like receive like, I don't know, 30% of returns, and you can like end up like paying for the orders that will be returned in the future. So this feedback loop from your e-commerce system is quite crucial.
Like clothes or shoes, that can be tricky,
Clothes or
right?
shoes.
Someone made this, like, I always make this order, like 3 pairs of shoes, and then like, oh, let's pay the affiliate commission now, you know? So it's like 1 pair, but in the end, the customer keeps just 1. Like, very tricky case, good one.
Yeah, I like order like 3 sizes and just, you know, return like the last 2. Yeah. So the next question is like, does affiliate attract new or returning customers? Because it's important to know the channel, and also like to see if the channel or the strategy that we have for the channel is the one that is being like executed. So for example, we observe that that influencer channels like usually bring like more repeat or more like orders from clients that we already have in the database, so repeat orders, than like other channels. But it doesn't mean that the channel is like the bad one. It just means that we need to, for example, like adjust our commission structure, and for example, like pay less for the returning orders, more for the like new clients, or we can like change the revenue share that we are or the revenue share program that we are running. The next question is, what are the overlaps with other channels? Because it's also quite important to understand if the influencers are like the solo channels that are like the brave heroes that are like attracting new customers, or even like returning ones, or is there any kind of overlap between this channel and the other ones? And usually we observe that there is an overlap. For example, with Meta and with Google non-brand paid search. And again, it like the interpretation like depends on the context, because it can mean that you are like double paying for the customers or for the orders. But on the other hand, it can also mean that those channels like work in tandem and they are like strengthening each other. So what we usually recommend is to test that. So to, for example, like decrease the amount of budget that we are like putting in one channel and seeing if it changes like the overall outcome. This way you can see if this relationship is a synergy, or you can like just drop like one touch point at the conversion journey.
Yeah, that relates to one of the previous sessions we had when we were analyzing what role different channels play in the conversion journey, right? So that's important one. Like, you know, for me, affiliate is a great, it's just very controllable channel if you're paying post-sale and paying for the actual purchases that were done, and you know, there's not a lot of this upfront payment, which sometimes there is when you work with influencers, for example.
Yeah, I think like the Oleg will tell about that in his session, because yeah, it's very controllable, and if you know how to use it, it's a great tool. So the next question that you need to ask is in terms of this channel or specific like influencers. So is it like bringing new users, and if those new users are loyal, so what is their retention rate? What is their lifetime value? And does it differ between different affiliates that you are working with? So in the past, we did a case study for a big D2C supplement brand, and the challenge that we were tasked with was to effectively split influencer budget. So what we did, we can you like switch to the next slide, please? Thank you. So what we did, we for each influencer that the company was the brand was working with, we calculated the lifetime value. So each line, each color is the customer lifetime value for a specific influencer. So it means that that's the average lifetime value for all the clients that has been brought by this influencer, has been like, has been acquired by this influencer. So when we look at the ROAS, we can see that they don't differ that much. But when you look like in the future and you are like tracking the new customer performance like in 3 months, you can see that the lines are getting they're diverging. And specifically you can see that in the case of the blue line, so that's the influencer one, that at the beginning wasn't like that impressive, wasn't performing, where we can say that it was like he or she was like underperforming. But in 3 months' time, like we can see that's the winner, that's the star. And it led to like the change in budget split, because when you look at the ROAS only and you split the budget, you can see that the influencer one, so a blue one, so a star in long term, was getting like only 10% of the budget. But like when you want to like split the budget based on the long time performance, like the split changes dramatically, and the influencer one is like getting like 30% of the budget. So, and we saw that results like for many of our clients, and the influencer performance in long term can differ a lot. Okay, so the next thing that you can analyze is the products that the influencers like are or the clients that brought by influencers are buying. And we also like noticed that this channel is quite different than the others. So when you compare, for example, affiliates with Facebook or Google brand paid search or Google non-brand paid search, you can see that the products that are being bought are different. And it's partially because, for example, you made the commission structure, or you pushed like to affiliates like product that you want them to sell. But the reason also is that the customers that you are reaching using specific affiliates in a specific niche can be quite different from the one that you are getting from other paid media. And it's a thing that you should know. For example, like change your commission structure if, for example, like you're saying like more subscriptions via affiliate network or affiliate program. And the last question that you need to ask, or the last thing you can observe is is monitoring like the saturation level of affiliate or influencers, because like with time the affiliate base is getting depleted because you are like reaching the same people. So in time the new to returning user ratio is increasing. And again, it can be good or bad thing depending on your strategy and on your commission structure. But it's definitely it's the thing to monitor. And the last thing, so if you like, for example, giving coupons for the first orders only, you have to like look out for the email changers, and you can like, for example, monitor the one-time orders, percentage of the one-time orders in time. If they are like getting like higher and higher, it can mean that the affiliates that you are working with is like getting you customers that seems to be the new ones, but in reality they are like the returning customers that you are like paying for more than you wanted. And I guess
I should ask this question during the panel because I didn't have it about like importance of affiliates in the process of retaining customers. I will add it to my list because I feel this channel can also be good for attention, but we always think like about new customers only. But here, you know, as you were showing, like the value of customers in time can be tied to the particular affiliate relationship. And if they're working on maintaining that relationship with their audiences, then it can also provide you more revenue. And if the commission in the affiliate program is structured properly, it can still be okay for you, because if the commission is like 5, 8, max 10%, you can give it out of every order and still, you know, make the margin.
But you have like cheaper like means of like communication with the customers. You can, for example, use marketing automation. So you have to like somehow like find the user that you cannot reach with marketing automation, for example.
Know already that maybe 20% of people will even open your emails. There's this group who, for example, never will. So then the affiliate can become this great way of staying in touch with those people who just don't want to react to the brand company marketing. They want to be buying for the actual person. From the like this affiliate becomes a salesman. That's why I think it's important aspect to incorporate, because this retention is important for us, but we also have to know that people react differently to different, and this personal channel is the most effective, like as in life. Okay, so that's it from us. Thank you. And now we're gonna have Oleg presentation. I know Oleg is already with us, so I can. Yes, Oleg, great. So I will stop sharing my presentation, and the stage is yours. Here you go. If you have some trouble, so like you can let me know of sharing your screen and unmuting yourself.
No, I do not. I believe everything is all clear and ready to go. So I will share my screen now, and we'll dive into my favorite topic of them all, which is that data-driven influencer marketing. Hello, everybody. My name is Alex, and we will talk a little bit about influencers today. So I'm super happy that during your presentation, you mentioned influencers a lot. I believe that influencer marketing is something that every brand should look into, even if you're not sure if influencer is a proper thing, you can learn a lot from this channel. And obviously, I love this topic. So without further ado, let's dive in. Short agenda. We'll start with a bit of theory, which is very important. Secondly, we'll go into the bubble. This is the thing that I believe ever know what bubble is, but I believe that there is a strategy, a tactic that you can implement in your company that we can call the bubble. And last but not least, we'll talk about the system. So I am a well-known rebel, but actually I pretty enjoy creating the systems. So I don't know. So let's talk about this theory at the very beginning. Whenever you're looking for a restaurant, movie, or a product, you're checking the opinions in the internet. And this is pretty funny because very often you're making your assumptions or your choices are based on the opinion of people you don't know, and this is something really curious. We are guided by the opinions of people that we don't know. Recently, I was checking the opinion about the Italian restaurant, and there was 1-star review with description: there is no garlic sauce, and they added oil to the pizza. And I thought, okay, this is very valuable review because I believe that this is an Italian place, so they're not adding garlic sauce to the pizza. And probably that was very good Italian olive oil, which makes with pizza perfect sense. Based on this 1-star review, I decided to go to this restaurant. So it's funny that people that we don't know are giving us some advices on where to go, what to eat, and so on. But those opinions are really important to all of us, and I'm not surprised why. I'm looking at the opinions all the time. So influencer marketing is nothing more than sharing people's opinion with other people. But there's one massive difference between the opinions that we are dropping on every single website, on Yelp, Google, and Facebook, and so on. The difference is that the influencers that are sharing those opinions are they are actually building their communities, which means that people who are actually following them, they know why and who they're following. So this opinion is much more valuable for the followers than the random opinion in the internet. And it all happens, obviously, in digital. And this means that influencer marketing is nothing less than digital word of mouth. Digital word of mouth. Actually, I love this statement. It shows that we are whispering about some product, we're recommending this product or a service, it doesn't matter. And we recognize influencers from the followers' perspective as our even friends, although we never met them in real life. So digital word of mouth is a very powerful tool of recommendation, and influencers are one of the best channels to spread a good word about what are you doing, what your brand is doing. From my perspective, also the influencer marketing is not very recognizable by the brands. So it is relatively new field of marketing. But let's keep with this a bit of theory and let's look at some numbers. So there are two examples of influencers. Here we got a massive celebrity or even a massive macro influencer or even celebrity. Let's call her Julia. Julia got 1 million followers and the engagement rate around 1%, which nowadays is a very average engagement rate for account of this size. Engagement rate means that 1% of people who are actually following Julia are leaving comment, like, or any other interaction. But the dynamic content viewability rate is only 7%, which means that only 7% people are actively watching the content that Julia is posting online. The settlement preferred by huge influencers, macro influencers, and celebrities is usually flat fee, or we can call it also fixed fee, which means that they are giving you a price table, and you can select, okay, I want to make this content with you, YouTube video, Instagram post, Facebook post, whatever, for this price, and that's it. Usually the cost per content, it depends on the market, but let's say 15,000 US dollars. But it doesn't actually matter, because in Poland it will be 15,000 zlotys. In US it will be 15,000 dollars. In Germany it will be 15,000 euros. It's obviously depending on the market, but let's keep this 15,000 currency. Usually the biggest influencers are well prepared and they're very experienced in terms of creating ads. So the content quality that they're producing is very high. For most of the brands, this is very important part of the agreement to create a high quality content that I can reuse on my social media channels. So at this moment, I would like to highlight that while cooperating with influencers, we should think about the content in a way so we can recycle the created content by the influencers. Usually, influencers that have much higher engagement rate than the brands. Usually, brands got 1% engagement rate for brands accounts is sky high. Usually they got 0.1% of engagement rate. So always, whenever you use influencers content, you should expect that the engagement rate will be higher below this content. On the other hand, they're not very flexible. They offer you a few dates to create the content. They're not willing to maneuver between different settlements type and so on. So usually they got price tables, they know what to do, they expect brief from you, and they will create the content accordingly, probably with one to if you want to change something in the content, they're allowing 1-2 changes. If it comes to ads frequency, it's very high. Most of the celebrities are doing, I would say, between 10 to 20 sponsored content monthly, easy. On the other hand, we got a second influencer. Let's call her Anna. And Anna got only 5,000 followers. So we can call her a micro influencer. If you got less than 5,000 followers on your Instagram account, we can call you a nano influencer. You created some kind of a community. Or if you got around 1,000 followers, we can call this type of an account as a community. What are the advantages of such a small accounts? First of all, the engagement rate. So whenever you got small account, you should have huge engagement rate, even 10%. If it comes to viewability rate of the dynamic content, it should be sky high, around 50% easy, especially if you got an account with 1,000 followers. 50% is an easy job to do. Preferred settlements? Well, no, because they're not that experienced in collaborations, so they get no preferred settlement. And this is something that actually I prefer, because depending on the business that I'm involved in, we got different struggles, the budgets, the timing, and so on. So I am looking for flexibility, and micro influencers are giving me this flexibility. So we can decide that we will pay a fixed amount for the content. We will create a performance-based settlement, and this is the actually affiliate program. We can also give them some products or services in exchange. To be honest, I do not recommend exchanging gifts with influencers, because you're losing the ability to control the content, because this is more like a favor instead of actually doing some services for the brand. So I use barter very rarely. I try to avoid it. But here we can find my favorite type of settlement, performance-based. It doesn't mean that you cannot create a performance-based model with big influencers. The performance-based is for sure not the preferred settlement for the biggest accounts. Going back to micro-influencers, content quality, usually low-mid. There is a reason they're not big enough. The content that they're creating is not as viral as it could be. They are doing it on their own. Very often they do not have the equipment that allows them to create high quality content. Obviously, this is not a general. I would say this is a general rule, because there are multiple creators that are able to create awesome, sweet, perfect content, and I would assume that they are growing with the number of followers. If it comes to flexibility, very often micro-influencers are proud that they're allowed to collaborate with a brand. So they're most often very flexible, and the number of ads at their profile is not that high. So this is also, maybe it's not a crucial indicator, but actually this is pretty important for a lot of brands to not be seen by other brands all the time. We want to highlight our service. We want to highlight our product. So let's jump into the quick math. Excuse me, one more graph. So this is a simple graph that shows viewability rate and engagement rate. If it comes to viewability rate, I refer to Instagram stories mostly. So at the X axis, we have the number of followers, and the Y axis, we get engagement rate and viewability rate. So as you can see, it's dropping massively. And with 20,000 followers, it's dropping until 20,000 followers, dropping massively. And after that, it's a little bit more flat, but still going down. We should expect that the account with, as I mentioned, account with 1 million followers should have around 7% of viewability rate and around 1% engagement. So it's not a linear, it's a curve. And a quick math, we can pay 15,000 for one macro influencer and we can receive 70,000 interactions, or we can collaborate with 200 micro influencers, pay them based on the performance model. Most probably you will need to pay some of them some extra cash because this is 200 people. So there will be some changes. And as an affiliate manager working with influencers, I know that although I'm trying to create a system, you're still working with people. So you need to be flexible because every single person got different needs. So very often, maybe not very often, but you need to be open for hybrid settlements. So you're paying performance-based, but maybe also some kind of a fee for some additional content, especially that with influencers, it's easy to create affiliate model based on the Instagram stories or YouTube shorts, or even TikToks, but it's completely different whenever you want to create a YouTube video, which requires the scenario. You want to discuss very specific details about the service. So sometimes you need to be flexible. Okay, we're working on performance-based model on Instagram, but I want you also to create a series of YouTube videos, for example, three YouTube videos. And this requires a lot of hard work. So depending on your objective, you should be open for hybrid models in terms of influencer collaborations. Going back to this quick map, working with 200 micro influencers for sure will give you more interactions than working with one huge, massive influencer. And most probable, it will be cheaper. And what is more, you will receive 200 pieces of content instead of one. This is a massive difference. Maybe micro influencer would create two pieces of content, but still 200 pieces of content. This is required for every brand. And this is very helpful. So now let's talk about the bubble, because I always wonder, okay, we got those 200 micro influencers in my network, and the question is if this is enough. Do I have a sufficient coverage, media coverage on my channel? If it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, doesn't matter. 200 micro influencers is a lot. And do I have sufficient coverage? Obviously, no. I'm super sad to tell you this, guys, but no, this is not enough. Definitely not enough. You need to be aware that influencer marketing is trend sensitive. So if you want to create a really good network of influencers, you need to select the influencers that have overlapping reach. So your brand reaches the same audience with greater frequency. It's much easier to convince affiliates in terms of influencer marketing only, maybe other channels, but for sure for influencer marketing, it's easier to convince the influencer to join your network if this influencer already saw your brand as the content of someone else. I think it's maybe it's obvious, but I think it needs to be mentioned. That's why I love to work with influencers whose reach is overlapping as much as possible, actually. So I'm not looking for a reach in terms of affiliate programs, in terms of influencers. The huge reach is a result of collaborating with a lot of influencers, but it's easier for me to grab one influencer and grab another one who already saw the content on this first one social media platform. So we are creating the bubble, and this is the bubble. This is how the bubble works. I usually recommend to find one macro influencer who will help us at the very beginning of our journey to create this massive awareness. So we will be able to find mid and micro influencers easier and to convince them, okay, you see, our product, our service is on the in the trend right now. And for example, this massive influencer showed us our product, and this increased credibility for other affiliates. So what I do recommend is to create bubbles within bubbles between your influencers. And I always wonder how to select those influencers to our campaigns, because this is not as easy as it may seem to be. So the question is how to select the first and the next creators to collaborate with. And I will follow up this with another question. Should we use mathematics and statistics, or maybe go with our guts? And again, the answer is pretty obvious. Yes, both. Obviously, we need to use both. We need to use mathematics and statistics because at the end of the day, we are collaborating with influencers to reach our potential customers. So it's extremely important to collaborate with people who get followers in your target group, obviously, right? My product is dedicated for teenagers. I will work with Roxy Węgiel, the popular Polish celebrity. My product is dedicated, my service is dedicated from the people from big cities. So I will research the influencers who get most followers in big cities. So this is very, very important. And as I'm looking at the various statistics of different influencers, I'm sure that I know that a few influencers are a perfect match for my company based on statistics only. Massive engagement rate, massive viewability rate, perfect target group, and so on and so forth. But I'm looking at the content and I see, oh my God, this person is drinking alcohol all day long. I don't want this person to represent my brand, obviously. So I am creating two-step moderation. The first one is a mathematical one, and the second one is the human, something that I call human moderation. So we got two steps of moderation. And this is the first thing. And at this moment, you should start thinking, okay, so I'm starting to build a system. So I'm not as rebel as I would like to be, because I just created double two-step moderation. So this is the beginning of our big system. What else I should include in my massive system? So I would focus on media and influencers monitoring. You guys mentioned this during the previous presentation. Super, I agree 100%. We need to know what content is posted. We need to know the results of this actions. So this is one of the segments. Second segment is influencer discovery tool. It is important to have some tool that allows you to research the influencers faster than you can do it manually. Basically, there are different tools available on the market. I hope that during the panel we can recommend a few tools. To me, the discovery tool is one of the most important segments, because without a discovery tool, I wouldn't be able to scale the affiliate program. Also, you need to be able to create performance campaigns, and you need to manage them. So you should have some kind of segment that allows you to integrate your CRM with e-commerce and track the I wanted to say the paid orders, but actually, as you guys said, you're right. There are different ways to measure the performance. So it may be the clicks, paid orders. Actually, I'm using my favorite one is obviously the paid orders. This is the most safety, sustain, and guarantee you a sustainable growth in the field. And almost at the fourth place, actually I should have put it at the very beginning, the affiliate CRM. Guys, without CRM we are without a one hand. This is extremely important to create the CRM that is suited to your needs. Without CRM, I used to work on Excel spreadsheets. I mean, Excel is my favorite program, obviously, but without CRM, I wouldn't be able to track all of the deals to scale the business. This is I first thing at the morning what I'm doing, I'm opening my CRM. So this is the crucial thing. And the fifth and last but not least, very important, is influencer space. So how do I look at these connections between those segments? CRM to me is the most important. This is my database. Through CRM, I want to manage my campaigns, but also the campaign management, monitoring, discovery tool should be in a way connected. The affiliate space, this space for influencers, ambassadors, should be connected to your CRM, but I highly recommend to create some kind of a dashboard for your affiliates so they can track their own performance without asking you to check the numbers. A lot of influencers, whenever they post something about your brand and they're working on a performance-based model, they're super curious about how good their content is. So a lot of people actually, after posting a content about your brand, they're checking their space, the dashboard, and they're looking at the orders that they are dropping in. This is super important. Also that I didn't plan to say it, but actually a lot of influencers are afraid on working on performance-based model because you as a brand are providing all of the data, so they're not able to verify those data. They see, okay, I had 10,000 clicks in the link, and you're telling me I earned 1,000 zlotys. Is that correct? So maybe it's not, maybe it is, maybe it's not. The influencer will never know. So it's important to give them this guarantee that your data is valid, and you're not messing anything with the data. The transparency is very important to build the long-term relationships. Please keep in mind. So if you want to create an effective system with influencers, you need to create some additional benefits and value for all the affiliates. A lot of people will collaborate with you because you're providing them some additional value. This may be a product, and you can send them a monthly package. But for example, I have created a series of webinars that allows them to learn, and they are excited to collect this knowledge. Secondly, not every product can be sold by influencers. So if your product or service get low quality, you may have massive difficulties to create a program, because the influencer marketing is trend sensitive. So you may face some challenges if your product is low quality. So yeah, product is the key. You need to have a good product. And at the end, be prepared for the Pareto principle. So be prepared that 20% of affiliates may be responsible for 80% of income of revenue. And also, this is the reason why you need to have some additional benefits and values for the smaller affiliates that are unable to create big value for themselves. They will sell a few products, they will create a few orders. So there are a lot of different subjects in terms of data-driven influencer marketing. I would love to tell you guys more about every piece that I mentioned before. So the system, the bubble of influencer selection, how to create the proper benefits for the influencers, but we're running out of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this short presentation. So thank you all. And that's it.
Wow, thanks, Oleg. I really love that. I mean, I was taking notes myself. And I was, taking some notes on what I want to add into the panel, actually. So I'm excited. Thank you. Really good one. Okay, so hi guys. We're starting the last piece of the session, which is the panel discussion. So welcome, my beautiful guests. So let me introduce you all. Let's start with the ladies. So it's Veena Sidhu, my friend, and also like a great business consultant working with different management boards of different online businesses. I know her from the times when we both worked at Mindvalley, where Veena was actually a leader of Mindvalley affiliate programs. Actually, it became a separate company at the time called Mindvalley Engaged. And Mindvalley is I think one of the biggest resellers of personal growth digital products in the world. And I must say that already in those old times, like 2010, 2012, affiliate marketing was a big chunk of the revenue at Mindvalley, and we were doing some new product launches. I was always like hunting on affiliate marketing, but the whole company was actually massively depending on it. Like, I don't know exactly how it is right now, but I was so happy that Veena, you actually agreed to join the panel. Happy to have you here. Then we've got Oleg Kopet, who's the affiliate manager from Health Labs Care, a really awesome dietary supplement producer and reseller, and also famous for having a really good affiliate program, and a lot of influencers bragging about being affiliates of Health Labs Care. So that's already a cool success that people like. Maybe it's thanks to this bubble that you were talking about, and thank you so much for the talk that you just delivered. And finally, we've got Nikodem Wichert from Surfshark, another really cool service in cybersecurity, and massively leveraging affiliate marketing to build revenue, which I think might be a little bit uncommon in that space, but you guys are doing it. And I'm so excited that you also decided to join us and share a little bit of your experience of also working with different content creators. Like my team said immediately, they were like, wow, that's so cool about Surfshark, because sometimes I'm watching some YouTuber who's in lifestyle and they're actually recommending Surfshark. And I'm like, what? How is it really possible? And probably it's thanks to you, Nikodem. So hopefully we'll share some insights how you made it happen. Okay, so enough about you guys, and I will go smoothly to the questions. And as always, our goal is to deliver maximum value to everyone who's with us live today on YouTube, and also people who are gonna learn from it later, but also for you guys to learn from each other. So feel free to interact, not just answer my questions, but ask things to each other, because you all have great experience to share. So my first question is about the primary goals of for companies, like the companies that you work with, but also companies that come to you for an advice. What are the goals? Why they decide to actually start their own affiliate program? If you guys can share a bit about it, and I will have some extra questions on top. Who wants to start?
Okay, I can start easily. I can start. So, obviously, I will refer to influencers, my favorite topic. So that's why I will dive into the influencers. I would say that as I'm talking to different CEOs or the boards, they're struggling because in terms of influencer marketing, you can reach the ceiling in terms of payments for influencers, and you know that there is some potential in influencer marketing, so you're struggling. How can I scale the business? And one of the goals that I am hearing a lot about is actually this business scaling. So yeah, I think that a lot of companies are looking for affiliate programs to be able to automate some processes, optimize some processes, but mostly scale the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can add to that. So, you know, a lot of the businesses that I work with are in the online education space, whether it's personal development, spirituality, health and wellness, and they sell online courses. And so they've reached a stage where, you know, they want to grow their own email list, they want to grow their own followers. And so they have, you know, various traffic sources to build their brands. They've got SEO, they've got organic traffic, they're probably running ads, they have evergreen traffic. And so affiliate traffic and affiliate revenue becomes an additional source that just adds to that. So if you know how much you make from your own list, you know how much you make from your own ads, you can kind of gauge how much you can make if you find an affiliate partner who could possibly convert just as well as you, or in a lot of cases, if they're in a different niche, but you're trying to find a connecting loop with their marketing, even if they earn half of what you would with that list, you can still gauge what that revenue would be. And it becomes a great source of income. You know, when I was at Mindvalley kickstarting their affiliate program, they were just keeping things very simple. We're talking about 2009, 2010, probably making about $250,000 a year just on the affiliate side of things. And that's revenue. And you're probably paying out your affiliates 50% of that. So you only earn 100K or 125K. But once you find the right partner, within 1 year, 250 grand became $2 million in revenue just from the affiliate side of things. And if you tighten the processes within the second year, that became 4 million in revenue just from traffic. So when you have your weekly financial meetings, you're like, what are we estimating from our list? What are we estimating from social media? What are we estimating from automated evergreen marketing, performance marketing? And what are we estimating from the affiliate side of things? And it becomes a great predictable revenue generator.
Great.
Yeah, and from my end, I would say that there are 3 pillars of affiliate marketing that we benefit from. And first, of course, is the sales and revenue that we can generate through affiliate marketing. And it's for cybersecurity niche, it has always been one of the strongest sources of the conversions. And then I would say for us, it's also to expand our reach and find new audiences in different countries that would be eventually very hard for us to do ourselves. And with affiliates, it's quite easy to obtain. And the third pillar, very important in cybersecurity, but I think as well in e-commerce, is to strengthen your brand credibility and put the name to your brand and make it visible and make it seen all over the internet. So yeah.
Awesome. Actually, that's so great. You guys have such a different perspectives on that one topic. And let's move to the second question that I had for you, because, you know, we're also working with many brands, and I always have this question, like, what's the right moment to start with the affiliate program? Like, would you kick off the moment when you're kicking off the business? Like, very often, you know, some companies come to us before they're starting their e-commerce operations, and they are asking like which channels to start with, and usually like, oh, Google Ads, Meta, like so little number of companies like incorporate affiliate marketing as this first channel they would start with. Like, what's your perspective? Like, would you start with it, or would you add it, you know, on top? Like, what's your perspective?
So maybe I can start this time. I think that based on my personal experience also gained in affiliate networks, you need to have some sort of online presence to actually be able to gather your affiliate base. So I think that having at least 25, 30,000 unique users per month is a moment where you can actually start affiliate marketing and see benefits from it, because otherwise it might be very hard to convince external affiliates to promote your brand. And I am, of course, not speaking about cashbacks and coupons, who are very easy to actually cooperate with, but regular affiliates like content, email, retargeting, all other type of affiliates could be then harder to convince to promote your brand. So 25 to 30K of online, monthly online visits is the minimum for me, at least.
Cool. And you guys, any other perspective? Would you kick off with affiliate when you're pretty new, or?
No, in online education, that's not been the experience. At the end of the day, data and money talks. So even if you're going to approach an affiliate partner, you want to speak to them in data and money and give them an estimate of what they could earn. So in online education, they're usually very fixed funnels and sequences. Online courses are usually sold through webinars and online trainings or masterclasses. They're very various names like this. So the foundation would be, you know, your own data first. When you market to your list, and from the time that you present them in the sequence with a content piece, right down to when you take them to online training, right down when you convert into a sale, you'll have an idea of revenue per click, right? So if your revenue per click is, say, $10 and you're paying 50% out to the affiliate, you can assume that you're going to pitch them that their earnings per click would be $5. So when you know your sequence and you know your highest converting points, and I'll just come up with something super basic. It could be webinar opt-in, email 1, webinar opt-in, email 2, sales, email 1, sales reminder, email 2. You pitch that to them and you say, well, when we sell to our own list and audience, we look at $5 EPC. So we can assume you might be maybe 2.5 or $1 EPC. I think a lot of affiliates want to know if they can earn $8 for every click. It's a very easy yes. And so when you know your data, you pitch the partner or affiliate that data and you monitor that. But you don't go to them and say, hey, you could earn $1, hit your full list. You could say, hey, your EPC could be $250. Why don't you hit a small percentage of your list first and see if that data comes back? And if that data comes back with an ideal conversion for them, then you go, okay, now you hit your full list. So it's always about data. So what I would advise a lot of companies is, do your own internal launch first. And this is what I really enjoyed working with you, with Eva. We used to do the online launch to our own list first, and then get that same team that did our own internal launch to now do the affiliate launch with the data and build those sequences, and then you pitch them that.
Nikodem, would you, not Nikodem, Oleg, would you have a different perspective? Like,
Obviously, I do.
I hope, because I'm thinking about the small businesses that want to, you know, break through, and you know, they have nothing, they don't have huge budgets. I was saying, hey, maybe look at affiliate business, like look at this channel, maybe you can do something. I don't know, guys, do you have some answer, or would you say like you have to be all pro and then you go into affiliate marketing only?
Yes, yeah, I'm thinking, so I'm working all my life for startups, companies that are growing. Like I am super lucky, really super lucky. And what I'm thinking about the affiliate program, during this question, is that at the very beginning of the business, for most of the companies, we have created a member gets member program, which is kind of an affiliate program, right? And to do it, from my perspective, it's better to create this program at the very beginning instead of instead of later, because later you got, for example, database of 100,000 customers, and it's maybe tougher to collect new names because you get a lot of names interested in your brand already. But going to the roots of your question, at what stage in your business we should create an affiliate program, I will answer completely different than Veena and Nikodem, because I'm looking at influencers from the people perspective. A very good influencer manager, really very good, super efficient person, super hardworking person, can collaborate with around 18 names a month. So to scale the business, you need to hire another influencer manager and another one, and you want to collaborate with 200 influencers, you need to have 3, 4, maybe even 5 influencer managers. And suddenly, influencer marketing team is the biggest team in your company. And actually, this is not necessary. So you're looking for some kind of optimization. And this is the moment when you may think about the affiliate program and introduce CRM to the influencer marketing team, so you can optimize the different part of your work, and also you can scale the business. So I would say that if you got more than 80 influencers in your network, this is the moment you should start thinking about. Obviously, I agree that data is the king, right? I mean, no, wait, money is king, but data is very important. So you need to make base all of your
data is money, Oleg. So
data is money, yeah, right? So what I'm thinking is, obviously you need to base your decision on the data. But from the perspective of influencer marketing, if your influencer marketing provides you money and you would like to scale the business, you should think about affiliate program, starting with 80 influencers in your network. But I agree with Nikodem very, very much. It's easier to collaborate with more affiliates when you have some kind of a recognition on the market. I struggle a lot. Sometimes when we launch a new product, I struggle a lot with introducing a new concept, new brand to the influencers, and I want to convince them to work on performance-based model, because they're saying, but I don't know if it's good, because this is new and I don't know what to expect. So I agree 100% with both of you guys. Data, decision making based on data, and it's easier to create your affiliate program with some kind of a brand recognition.
But your rebel heart tells you to give it a chance a bit earlier. I'm with you on that one.
I do want to add, though, I love those points. So, what I do want to add is, like, before you actually build an affiliate program, you find that one partner first, right? You find your whale, right? So it's like the theory of one great thing is better than 5 good things. So you find your whale first. Now, back in the day at Mindvalley, going from $250 a year to like 2 million, that was with 2 partners. And then you go, all right, if we can make, and when I say, a whale is someone who has a list or an email list of maybe 500,000, 1 million people. Now, how do you get their attention in the first place? If you are building your brand and you're clever and savvy with performance marketing, you are either meeting these people at events and you know who they are, or you can try to get their attention by making sure they see your brand, right? Through Oleg's point and Nikodem's point, like, they have to know of who you are, and you get the CEO's email and you send an email from your CEO, and that's how you get their attention. And at Mindvalley back in the day, that was only one person running the affiliate program with 1 or 2 partners making 2 million a year. Then you look, now we've got systems and processes and we know how to manage the relationship well for 2 or 3 big whales. Now, now we start an affiliate program and we actively recruit. And how do we first get 100 affiliates, then 400 affiliates? By the time I left Mindvalley, we had about 4,000 affiliates that were being managed in the affiliate program, but was already very successful with 2 or 3 whales making 2 to 4 million a year. So when do you start your affiliate program? When the whales have proven your affiliate model and you know that that can pay for all the technologies you need to now really build an affiliate program and have sophisticated tracking. When you first test with these whales, you could just be probably using WordPress for affiliates or just keeping things very simple. But at some point, you want to know, email 1 converts how much, email 2 converts how much. And then you get on platforms that are expensive, but sophisticated tracking like Tune, or then CRM is very important. I was listening to Oleg's talk, CRMs, HubSpot, these kind of platforms are very expensive. But when the whales have brought in the revenue, then it justifies paying for the affiliate program and then building a team to then scale and take that to the next level.
So let's look at that aspect for a moment. I want to talk about the teams and the automation because I know it's important and I know it's on everyone's mind. Like, do you need like a huge team of people to manage this, or can you do it just with technology? But before we go there, I want to talk a little bit also about another aspect. Oleg touched upon it in his presentation. It's about the structure of the affiliate offer. I really loved, Oleg, in your presentation, you were talking about the performance-based commissions for the affiliates. It's something, for example, when we worked at Mindvalley, like there were, as Veena said, like the structure was quite simple at the beginning. Later, we were adding some bonuses, different perks for affiliates that were really cool. But I want to understand, like, especially when someone is starting out, like what kind of, like, I know there's many options, but if we would zoom on a company that doesn't really have that, but they're looking at like having their self-hosted affiliate program, like what kind of structure of the affiliate deal would you recommend to them to start with?
In online education, it's pretty simple. It's like 50% of revenue that's made. And so it just keeps it very simple, if that was the question.
Also a really huge commission because your product is all, but then
then you can start to set tiers. So, you can start to say like, well, if you go beyond 100,000 in revenue, meaning you made 50K, then we can start to consider you a super affiliate. Then the commission structure could go higher. So we would look at, first you set these tiers and then you see what people hit, and then you kind of build this tier out on an annual basis. So every year you look at all your affiliates and they have to qualify to be a super affiliate and things like that. There are things that you can do. I like to say that if you're building an affiliate program, especially when you have these super affiliates of people with really big lists, you kind of treat them like you would an American Express Platinum credit card holder, and all the things that you could do to make them feel good and reward them accordingly. And we would set revenue goals for some of these affiliates and then say, well, if you hit this number, I'm going to spend $5,000 on you as a treat. And people that hit that number, we've had partners ask for glow-in-the-dark bikes, margarita machines, even built a statue for a partner and sent it to his house. And he, very proudly had a statue of himself displayed. But you can think of perks that are tied to some of these revenue goals, either in commission or like a cash prize, and say, you either take the cash or I'll buy you a gift. People love that.
Yeah, and I think I agree completely with all of that. But on a smaller scale, I think the easiest way to motivate your affiliates and find the best way actually to work with them is actually to define clear objectives for them. So as you see that you have a new affiliate that started converting for you, and this is a quality traffic, let's start small and offer him a tier like deliver 100 conversions a month. You will get to another payout level. Like let's say you have 45% of rev share, then you go to 50, 55 after you deliver, let's say 150 conversions, and you can set those goals on a monthly basis because affiliates care pretty much about their payouts and they want to receive their payouts often. So setting a monthly goals for them, tiers, is extremely useful because you motivate them to deliver constant amounts of traffic coming to your page. And then based on this, you can actually also evaluate the overall commission structure for the other affiliates. If you see that this affiliate is very motivated at the level of 50% of rev share, why not introduce other affiliates to the same model in the meantime? So I think the the gifts are cool, and those are very expected in the industry, and it's all great. But I think that as a starting point, you can define the goals and then set the tiers, the payout tiers for your affiliates.
I love the fact about the goals, right? Because every one of us, when we know where we're heading, it's much easier to do it, right? If you just tell me like, hey, start promoting it and let's see what comes out of it. That's a really cool perspective that that I think everyone who's listening should hear. And all like from the influencer as affiliates perspective, like what's the simpler way? I know like the structure that you gave is very cool, and I think it's valid, but it's about really analysis a little bit on how they're going to perform and giving kind of very customized deals. But would you have like some deal that is good to start with if someone wants to start an affiliate program working with influencers as the primary affiliate partners?
The challenge in influencer marketing in terms of affiliate programs is that usually companies are not considered brands do not consider influencers as the valuable sales stream yet. Some of companies are doing this, and the market is learning very fast, and a lot of companies are collaborate with influencers, but they don't have the proper knowledge how to approach it. So they're just shooting in the dark, you know. And I recently I even heard that influencer marketing is over, that it's dying, that it's the end, the end of the era. And I thought, oh my God, well, I cannot even listen to this, because influencer marketing is evolving much faster than we think, and there are a lot of challenges in terms of affiliate programs. So very often there is a brand who is already collaborating with influencers, but they're starting to think about the affiliate program, but they're not prepared from the technical point of view. So they got no. So for example, they can create a coupon codes for influencers, but they're unable to implement the tiers, because from the e-com perspective and from the dev perspective, it's impossible to implement, because I don't know, 3 backend programists, and they're overloaded. They cannot prioritize suddenly the influencer channel who is starting to make money, and it's not the most profitable channel yet. So in influencer marketing, we're all often struggling with the technical challenges, and very often we need to propose something very simple for both sides, for the brand and for the influencers. At the end of the day, influencer is a person, and a lot of and you need to collaborate with the person. And a lot of influencers are not obviously they want to make money, but a lot of them consider their work as sharing their reach, and they want to be paid because they're using their face to recommend their product. They got their own reach. So very often they want to collect money just because they posted something. And I truly understand that. So very often you need to create something very, very simple at the beginning, and be able to develop this program through the time. So I would recommend at the very beginning to start with simple rules, simple settlement rules, and be super transparent. Actually, I would recommend in terms of model, my recommendation would be to create very transparent reporting of their results, to build the trust between the influencer and the brand. And you should scale the program, and with a bigger scale, you can think about putting some putting some changes in your e-com and put it in the IT pipeline. But just to highlight, very often e-coms are struggling to create a proper program for the influencers. Yeah.
So who should be responsible in the company? So that's another common question. So let's say we've got an e-commerce business, either digital product or physical product. Now, who should be responsible for crafting this?
The person who wants to be promoted.
That's a really good insight. So you guys listening in, do you want to be that marketing manager who gets promotion? Do it. But like, I mean, true, but also if everyone hands are full, now should you hire for that position? Or if someone from the team wants to take it on their shoulders, like what kind of time engagement they should be facing? That's, you know, a common thing in startups. It's like we want to do everything, but then finally we can't do everything. So what's the realistic perspective on that? Do you need a new hire or no?
I think that hiring a dedicated affiliate manager is always a great solution if you can afford this, because experienced affiliate manager comes not only with the technical background on how to set up the campaign, how to actually solve the tracking issues, which platform to choose, how to motivate affiliates, but also he is bringing a pool of affiliates, knowledge and insights from the affiliate marketing. So most of the affiliate managers are having their contacts based on Skype, on emails, whatever, and those are very long lasting partnerships. So you can always reach out to your previous colleagues that have worked in the other campaigns and then try to actually make them work in the new sector. So yeah, I would say that hiring affiliate manager is the option. However, I think that regular marketing manager can also do the same, but without pool of his own affiliates. Or if you don't have any resources or you don't have no time to manage this, you can always revert to some sort of consulting agency or external performance marketing agencies, and they should guide you towards the good affiliate network or, you know, your own solution. So plenty of options, basically.
And to you guys?
I agree 100%. Like nothing to add. I agree 100%. Maybe one thing. Yeah, please go on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Okay, so just one sentence that sometimes I'm thinking that to create a proper affiliate program is challenging because you need to combine two very different type of skills. On the one hand, you need to be able to be good at math, basically, because you need to calculate all of the commissions and so on. So you need to know how to use an Excel. But on the other hand, you need to create a program who is likable for the affiliates. So you need to know the people. And suddenly the affiliate manager is someone who got very, very unique set of skills, the mathematical ones and the social skills. And I don't know people like this, basically. So this is a challenge.
You know people like this. You guys are people like this.
Yeah. I just met people like this. Okay.
Veena?
Yeah, I agree with both. It's someone who is a combination of a marketing manager with really great relationship skills. So if we're starting or kickstarting or testing the affiliate space, I would a lot of times start with someone who is already internal, knows the brand very well, knows the products, knows the numbers, and that person on your team who's got great relationships, knows how to make someone feel good, and plug them in there. And it's this person that I would send to go and find the whales first. And then when that person feels like they can't manage those relationships, then because it's getting too much or there's a lot to do, because it's more than looking in on the data, it's checking in on them, being friendly, and just like always keeping things fun and light and happy. Then you start to hire. But I would internally, I'm always about systems and processes. So even this one person should start to build the checklist, the SOPs, the rules. because you could overnight say it's time to hire, and then you can get anybody in and plug them into the system because all those checklists and SOPs. So I like to build checklists and SOPs from the get-go, and overnight, if you have to put the switch on and scale, it's set up for scaling.
But I think that's interesting perspective, Veena, to kind of maybe have two people, right? Like one that's going to go after the affiliate and work on the recruitment, and a second to build the processes and hold the data and all that, right? Because sometimes it's difficult, like as you guys say, to put all these skills into one. There's lots of questions, guys, coming about the automation and technology, and I want to jump into that. People are asking some follow-up questions to what you, Oleg, said before, for example, about the influencer, influencer discovery tools, but also about the platforms for managing affiliates or CRM. And I want to take this into the next question and ask you guys, like, what is the software stack that you need to have? And please give some good examples as well, so people who are listening and they can take notes. Like, don't feel that you are selling, like just give them some ideas of what they can dig into and check for themselves when it comes to building your own affiliate, like which systems they should look at and research.
So I think that it all depends on your product, your niche, and your company size. But I would say, going slightly back to the previous question about reporting and working on data, once you use a proper affiliate tracker, it basically consists all of the dashboards, all of the reports that are already there in place, and you can basically export the data, and then it's up to you if you want to work on Excel, if you want to do something more with this data, it's up to you. But the reporting tools are mostly built into the tracking solutions. The same goes for affiliate networks. I think all of the affiliate networks on the market are having their own dashboards with deep reporting. So you can see performance based on publisher level, on the product level, on the any type of information that you are looking for. And what's great about those tracking solutions is that you can basically combine all sorts of affiliates, or you can use one solution for influencers and for regular affiliates as well.
Would you give names of some solutions?
Sure. So the most popular solutions on the market are Tune, Effice, Everflow. It all depends on the budget that you are having. Those aren't the cheapest ones. However, I think that if you have some budget, the ideal setup that you could make is to have your own affiliate network that is in-house network. So it can be based on Tune or Effice, and then reach out to external affiliate networks like CJ, Awin, TradeDoubler, and other networks, and then export your offer to them and combine those networks into one. So you will have one network with your own affiliates that you can have control of. So you can directly pay them, and then external affiliates who cannot join your internal network, or they prefer to work via bigger networks. So yeah, to sum this up, I would recommend Tune, Effice, Everflow. It all depends on your preferences, and then working in the same time with external big prominent affiliate networks that are on the market for many, many years already.
And to add to that part, to these affiliate networks, you've got ClickBank, you've got ShareASale, you've got Impact. I love what he just said, which is, once you've got your own internal affiliate program, if you're starting at the beginning and you want to keep your costs low, you could even do something as simple as WordPress for affiliates. So whatever your website is based on, they'll have a plugin for very basic affiliate setup where, you are tracking clicks, you're tracking opt-ins, you're tracking conversion, and then you're tracking commission. But then once you can afford it, you definitely want to get on a more expensive platform like Tune. Tune is one of the best, and it's so user-friendly. And as Oleg said, when your affiliates are excited, they're checking their own data, Tune is one of those things, because they can very easily go in, pull all their assets, their creatives, and see their data so well. And then once you've been successful with your own internal program, you've got all your assets down, all your conversion points and your metrics, then you go and plug your products on things like ClickBank, ShareASale, Digistore is another one, and you let those affiliates then start to do their thing, and all the tracking is on that side.
Yeah, I would also completely agree with that. Also, one great thing is whenever you are looking for affiliate network and you have your own product, there are tools on the market that allow you to see your competitor's choice of affiliate network. So you have a product A and you have your competitor, you go to the competitor's page, and using a simple Chrome plugin, you can see basically which affiliate network he or she is using to promote his brand. And then that basically means that this affiliate network, in theory, should have affiliates to run your campaign. So it's pretty common to have similar campaigns, similar niches aggregated among one network. And this is also a great stuff for you to go to the preferred network of your niche.
Cool. And Oleg, like looking more from the perspective of a company that uses influencers as main affiliates, like what are these systems? Would you also use Tune? You mentioned some CRM. CRM, I think Tune also has a CRM in it, if I'm not wrong, but I know you can also do it in a different way. There's also this influencer discovery tool, like share perspective as well. People are asking on the side, so I want to know.
Nikodem, I believe that you just said that it always depends on the business side size and how many people you're hiring. So from my experience, I usually start with small companies. So buying impact, for example, which actually is one of my favorites, is impossible. The cost of impact is, I mean, uh, at the early stage, it's very tough to spend that money on a very good affiliate tool. So what I do recommend, but I'm talking about strictly influencer marketing, I believe that you can start with CRMs, and actually you can take a look at very cheap solutions. So recently, a friend of mine asked me if it's possible to create an affiliate create an affiliate program within Klaviyo, which is very cheap CRM system. It's not. But you can create, you can cover some parts of the program within a lot of CRMs. So also another friend of mine asked if the HubSpot is a proper solution because they didn't want to invest more money in affiliate programs and they are already using HubSpot. And we did a check, we went through all, so I created a matrix of all the functionalities that we need to cover. And actually HubSpot can cover a lot of those functionalities. So if your business is small, I would consider to go deeper into your current CRM system and check if there are different solutions to different ways to cover your needs. Actually, one of my favorite program is Salesforce, which is its CRM, but it's like an open book. You can create various things in the Salesforce, and you're kind of an independent. For example, I compared Salesforce and Impact, and in Salesforce you can do whatever you want. You can create literally all the processes you want. So in terms of influencer marketing, whenever you need to collect the content from the internet and monitor the internet, the option to integrate monitoring systems with Salesforce to me was easy, but it always depends on your skills, on the business size, and so on. But I can give the name of different tool for all the people who are interested in Discovery tool. And I'm not taking money for this, and I should. And this is my bad, and I will call them later to give me.
They should pay you based on this reporting, you know.
So Modash, Modash.io. Modash is one of my favorite tools to discover the influencers. Recently, I had a phone call with Klug, Indian platform that allows you to discover, monitor, and and collaborate with influencers, but Modash is my favorite one. Guys from Estonia, I love them. They're developing, they're super ambitious, and fingers crossed for them. So if you're considering any discovery tool, I recommend Modash.
Good, thank you. I mean, I can just throw on top of what Oleg said, thinking about the smaller businesses. There are some simpler tools, like, for example, your e-commerce shop is built on Shopify. You can also look at the plugins for Shopify that you can use to kick off the affiliate program. There's something I think like App Promote or Buzz Ambassador or something like that. These are plugins for Shopify that help you to kick off like this very entry-level affiliate program. And I would say, like, if you don't have a lot of money but you want to start with, I think these are also good options. I also know this other very simple system called Post Affiliate Pro. Recently, we were using it with some smaller company to kick off. It has a CRM, it has like a tracking system. Obviously, if you're gonna grow, you probably will need to change it. But I agree with Oleg, if you're small, you have to look at like what's available within your budget. But once you're scaling, I know Tune is a really good system, and definitely if you guys have that capacity, look into it. Okay, now
Can I add one
yeah.
one last or okay, no, maybe
go for it, Oleg. I love your comments. Go for it.
So there's one challenge with just a watch out, okay? So if at the beginning of the business you're selecting the cheap tool, at some point you will need to migrate data, and this is pain in the ass. During the migration, you're losing a bunch of data. It costs you a lot. So with one company, we decided to buy the most expensive tool because we were, okay, this will be success for sure. We need to take the best tool at the very beginning to avoid data migration. So just guys, watch out for the tools that are not allowing you to export the data easily. So check that before.
Yeah, I want to add, that's a very good point by Oleg, which is why like in the online education space, like to kickstart the affiliate program, we start with whales first. And that's why I say like 1 to 3 big brand, potential big partners, because it's so easy to manage. And like, even if your website's on WordPress and you're using WordPress for affiliates, these cheap plugins, once they can, their success promoting your brand can pay for the right technology, that's when you know, okay, I'm going to get on Tune or Impact. Tune is a little bit more expensive than Impact. I would say just go straight for the one that you know is like, you're not going to have to do any further migrations and complications, and your 3 big whales are paying for your Tune fees, and then you start to actively promote that you have an affiliate program, and all the new affiliates are then joining you on that platform. So, you know, it's like you work up to what you can afford and keep it simple at the very beginning.
Before I jump into my last question, because I don't know if you guys realize we're already talking for 50 minutes, which really came very quickly. But I have one more specific question concerning just the legal aspect of signing up new affiliates. Would you have some important tips, like is it necessary to do all the like legal paperwork with every affiliate who's joining your network? If you build your own network, you're not working, for example, through the actual network partner, or is there the ways to really simplify it, like a quick checkbox when they're joining the program? There's also a question that came from the YouTube channel, so I want to hear your perspective, because for some people, that's another aspect of complexity. So can you really make it simple or not really?
I think that this is one of the most important parts, because with every affiliate campaign program growing, you will encounter plenty of frauds and plenty of possible affiliates that can damage your brands. It's very important to actually have terms and conditions sheet that is being accepted during the registration process. In this file, you need to contain all of your campaign rules. You need to set clear information about responsibilities of affiliates, how they should approach your campaign, how the program should be promoted. And this is again why affiliate tracking software is so important, because once you have this in place, it's easy to create those rules, those terms, and you can simply place it during the registration. But also, once you have those set of rules in place, you can try to filter your affiliates and see who is trying to register to your campaign. So you can add more questions to them during the registration process. And then based on the answers, you can try to select, okay, this will be a good affiliate for me because they represent this and this brand. They are on the market for many years and they have a good reputation. And besides that, after the affiliate is already connected and is delivering the traffic, you can more or less see if the traffic is fraudulent or not. And based on that, you can decide if you want to extend the cooperation with this affiliate or not. So it's actually very important stuff. I would say one of the most important things to solve, because you have your own brand and you should care about the brand image the most. And but based on my experience, I never encountered something like something violent or something really negative growing around our campaigns. I only seen regular frauds where they were trying to cheat us in making us believe that we are getting more conversions than we do by using some tricks. But yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah, and you guys?
Yeah, very important. So a couple of things. First, you definitely want to have a screening process. So not anybody can just join your affiliate program. Like Nikodem said, you want to make sure that you've got a set of questions and they answer those questions. And someone has to research these brands and partners and see whether it's a yes before you approve. Terms and conditions are also very important. You're going to lay out your terms and conditions. And, just know that in affiliate marketing, there are no hard rules. You can really be creative and you can set the standard for what you want. So a couple of common things that you definitely want to make sure that you have in your terms and conditions is that they are not running ads to come across looking like you as a brand. And you'll find that as a very common thing, right? You're a company, you're a brand, and affiliates join your program, then they start running ads to your website coming across as though they are you. So that has to be a zero tolerance policy. Like as soon as I catch you pretending to be me and trying to drive traffic to my website, you're out. No questions asked, no negotiations, you're out of the program. But you also tell them, however, if you want to run ads, you must run ads to your own website, which is where then you'll have our information and it's very clear that you are our partner. So just a couple of things like that. And also just making sure that even when they are promoting to their own audiences, and this would be part of the approval process, they're not just, coming across as very misleading in any messaging. And so you set the standard for how they should speak about your brand and how they can and cannot promote your brand. And this is where at some point as you're scaling, you'd have these junior account managers and their jobs to continue to look in on partners and how these promotions look and what's happening there. And you also want to make sure if you're offering coupon codes as part of your affiliate program, you also want to make it very clear that these people can't get their unique coupon codes on other coupon code sites. These are a lot of things that I've seen people taking their particular affiliate coupon code that you've given them, go and put it on a coupon code site, and you're like, why is this person getting so many sales when I know they have a really small list or not much traffic to their website? And that is also a zero tolerance thing. You cancel the code, you kick them out of the program. So you can't run ads to our website, and you can't put out coupon codes on coupon code websites, things like that.
And Oleg?
Maybe, and again, completely different perspective in terms of collaborating with influencers. So you need to sign the agreement with every single person. I mean, this is the base of your trust. So you need to have a fair deal with the people. So people, in terms of influencer marketing, they expect you to give them some papers to sign. And from my perspective, if you got objective to sign, I don't know, let's say 10 influencers affiliates in this month and 10 next month, and you got 1 year agreement, for example, it means that next year you will need to sign 20 agreements because you need to sign 10 because of your KPIs and 10 because you just they just ended. So what I would, this is just a small tip in comparison to what you guys just said. It's almost nothing, but small tip. Put in one of the articles during the about the period of the agreement, write that if none of the parts are canceling or terminating the agreement, it is valid for next year. So you need to do the work twice. So if everything is okay, the agreement stays, and it goes on and on every single year. So you don't have to sign it again. So just a tip.
Thank you, guys. Because the time is actually running up, I will take a stab at summarizing this conversation in 2 minutes. So let's see if I can make that. First of all, thank you so much, because you guys provided a very cool and diverse perspective on affiliate marketing. We had Veena and Nicole sharing the perspective of working with bigger affiliate partners in the more professionalized environment, and Oleg giving a perspective of working with a large number of very small affiliates, many of them being influencers, and representing slightly different way of doing it, but actually ties up to the same thing, where you want to build an affiliate program to scale the revenues in your company, to potentially go for the buyer persona that you wouldn't access through different channels like PPC or like other channels, or going into different markets where you actually don't have any way to access different customers. So, and finally, for the reason of spreading the news about your brand that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. You guys also spoke, and I was trying to get from you the answer yes to the question if you should start right on with affiliate program, but you guys were actually agreeing that maybe from the very beginning it's not a good idea. You should be having at least this 20 to 40,000 clicks on your site. That's a really cool benchmark from Nicole. You should have some data that was from Veena to actually prove that your product sells, and also from Oleg, maybe a little bit of his rebel heart tells like, hey, be a startup and try something, but you also agreed finally that you should have your product in the market first before you go for the affiliate programs, because this credibility is something that will help you out later on. Then you guys were actually talking about how to structure the affiliate program. We all agreed that simplicity is key in the beginning, but you guys were also pointing to creating tiers and actually working with different affiliates in a different way. I think it came from all of you, and it's something that all the people who are watching should remember, that, you know, affiliate programs are about affiliates, and they're going to be different affiliates, and they're going to have a little bit different needs, and you should incorporate that into your approach from the start. You guys were also talking about who should do it in the company. And well, we need some brilliant people who can merge mathematics with social skills, and there's not many of such people in the world, but I believe all great marketers can do it. But here it's even more essential, because there has to be a skill of building like genuine relationships with some of the affiliate partners, especially those huge ones who will, you know, at some point they might generate like millions of dollars for your business, like Veena was sharing. So there has to be a skill to keep that relationship. But also, like, if you're a small brand, maybe you will not be able to hire like a totally new team of affiliate managers from the start. So you will need to find some people in your team that will be able to get started with it. You guys also spoke about the technology. You all agree that you need technology to make this whole process easier. There are going to be affiliate software, CRMs. Well, there are some good systems like Tune, but they're expensive. If you don't have so much money, you should look at the systems that you already have in place and see how you can incorporate them into, like, for example, CRM for affiliates. There's also a influencer discovery tool called Modash that I remember well, that Oleg is advertising, but he's not really being
I'm not the affiliate here
yet, so he has to become affiliate. So heads up to Modash, really give some fee to Oleg if someone buys on 23rd of July, because it's going to be because of you. And finally, you guys spoke about the rules of working with the affiliates and legal aspect, and the fact that it's so important to set the rules straight and to make sure that affiliates are really they know what you expect from them, and you have to know what you want to expect. But you have to protect the brand. You have to really avoid the frauds. You have to make sure that they don't do some crazy stuff like driving traffic to your site or putting codes on the code lists somewhere online, and it's your job to make it happen, and it's your job to secure the legal aspect of this affiliate relationship. But overall, I hope everyone who was watching, you got tons of insights. I got tons of insights. I hope our clients who show up as well, and I hope you guys also had fun, my dear panelists. It was a good conversation. Really good blend of people. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and hope to meet you in some other space in time, maybe live finally. So thank you so much. Have a great evening and a great day, Veena, because Veena is actually in United States right now. So for her it's 8 a.m. So have a great day ahead, and see you somewhere. And thank you everyone who was watching. Yes, share your love with us on YouTube. Thank you so much. Bye.